What's up, guys? Kind of wrapped up the video today. Toonami review for October 10th through October 2nd, 2022. So here it goes. So Toonami starts out with C Complex House. I think I got it. C Complex House. So episode starts out with the we see these two girls running there from something there and stuff like that. Technically, they're trying to fend themselves off there. We'll see these guys who are chasing them there get slaughtered by something there. When they technically got slaughtered, technically the girl says something there. She's like, don't do it there, don't hurt us and stuff. And then technically they killed one of the girls there. Technically, every girl screams, turning these dudes into fucking dust there and completely killing them off there and stuff like that. So that was in the beginning of it. I mostly, I guess we had to go mostly um, the next scene there. We see mostly these people are hanging around this complex thing and they're talking about protecting the skull there. Um, Mostly the girl there was getting too hot there because it was super fucking hot outside. Or so even they said let's go get some water there, but she said the water fountain is hot. So they go downstairs and find a ice machine there. Mostly when technically you go down this like little basement or storage thing, and also they find some like storage stuff there. Most of the girl picks up some corpse thing there, and it kind of really pissed me off there. She finds a corpse of a dog there, laying up the thing there, and they're like, "Oh, don't do that," and stuff like that. Don't pick it up and stuff. And then they're like, "Wait, there's a corpse of a dog here and stuff like that." Mostly they thought it recently died there, so they just left it. So, there was going on with that stuff there. Mostly they're saying something about there's something creepy around that cellar there, so they had to lock it up there. The guy said, okay, we have to do a pad. So when that was going on with that stuff there, we see the next scene where this old lady gets a visit by fucking these parade guys there, and mostly they're foreigners, and she didn't really like foreigners in her house there, so she's like telling them to go fuck off, and mostly all that stuff there happening and stuff. And then we go into it there where technically she almost falls off the building there. This big guy saves her and stuff like that, and she thanks him and stuff. Then we go into the where fucking they actually had they go into the cellar there. Mostly they run into this one guy there, and this one guy was like drawing some like pictures of images and stuff like that. Um, so he was drawing there and stuff like that, and then most of the letter told him he's not been out for like several days there. He's just kind of like that type of guy. Honestly, he just doesn't want to be social and shit. So they're like, oh, well, we can catch him another time. So technically, they try to leave there. Mostly the guy was in the cellar there, and technically the girls technically walk down the cellar. Well, technically she meets up with a friend there. They tell her about their names there and stuff like that. And mostly they go down to the cellar, and she was trying to plan a trick on friend there, and once mostly what she was planning on the trick, she walks over to the thing. The guy technically takes off there, drops his pen. Technically, the girls find the pen there, try to bring it back to him and stuff. He takes in stuff, writes a beautiful picture for them and shit like that. Mostly uh, mostly acting pretty weird and stuff like that for it. And then mostly they kind of did all that stuff there, and mostly she walks into the room and the door opens there, and she steps on the doll there. She was totally freaking out what this guy was doing and stuff. So, and that's where technically the episode ends. So that was C complex there, or complex C or something. So with that, so after that, we had Yashahime. Didn't watch that. After Yashahime, we had Luthon third part. Six there. Didn't watch that either. After Luthon, we had One Piece. So episode starts out with we see Nami, Chopper, and Nami, Chopper there. We're taking the kids there. We'll see the kids are like, well, we're going there. We're trying to get out of freedom and stuff like that. The kids really want to go back where they belong there. And like, Nami was saying something to him, saying, "Oh, where you guys actually came from there." And mostly they were saying something to them, saying like, well, they've been there for like they had to be like treated there. They mostly said they were been sick for a year there, so that we need to be sick for a year. And then they're like, what your parent actually was telling the kids there, saying your parents send you to this daycare thing, and they're like, no, these men there technically took us there and told them we were sick there, and technically took it away from our families there. That's what the kids were saying. And Mommy figured out it was technically kidnapping there. He's like, technically, she's like, oh wait, it's technically kidnapping and stuff like that. So she technically figures that out and stuff. We'll see, they get to a door there. Technically, Nami couldn't get it open. Fucking Chopper drop kicks the fucking door. And so she's like, oh, I can. Mostly Chopper fucking drop kicks the door. They open it there. They run in. Mostly they said, oh yeah, and stuff like that. And then the kids didn't want to go in there because technically that's where they technically got taken by the men there. And mostly they're like, wait, why you're not gonna care? It's just a little bit cold and stuff. And they're like, no, that's not the issue. The issue is that, and then mostly you see nothing but like mostly people frozen in caps there, and like, oh no, how are these people got frozen? And mostly it's underneath them and stuff like that. And mostly they technically got scared there and went the other way. You see Frankie and Usopp being the living crap out of those fucking men there who honestly took the children there. Mostly beats the crap out of them and stuff. And Frankie was actually saying, he's like these sheep there, they kind of look familiar from like a fairy tale. And then Sanji was actually saying, he's like, what type of fairy tale there? The head wanted to see the sun there. And then he's like, Sanji gets pissed off with the head. He's gonna bash him to the fucking ground. He's like, oh, go ahead, you stupid fucking pirate. You can't do jack shit to me. And he's like, I had it with you and shit. And then he's like, well, no. And he's like, don't do it and stuff like that. So technically they try to find or they try to get to Chopper and Nami there. We have the kids there. Next scene we see Smoker and his fucking crew trying to bust in. Technically the other guy there was taking them on. I forgot what his name was. He was taking them on there and stuff like that. Technically he told him told him to get lost there. He told the Smoker and his crew to get lost there and stuff like that. And he's like, well, we can't have this thing, blah, 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 and crap like that. That's what he was saying there and stuff. And then mostly we see Nami, Frankie, and Usopp get across there, and they bust through the door where they're at, and he's like, and then they're like, arguing like, oh, this is bad, and this and stuff like that, and he's like saying, you jerk, you should not fall on this island and stuff like that. So they tend to like, you know what, let's go their way, leave these people and stuff, and stuff like that, and then technically was when they were going the other way. He wanted to take him on. Dennis, but we want to fight the guy standing this way, and that's where the episode ends. So that was One Piece. So next we had another episode of One Piece there. I didn't watch that. After that we had Naruto Shippuden there. So episode starts out with we see Guy, Karnai, and Asuma there. We're saying something about like if anything happened bad to Gar there, they might lose their relationship or lose their alliance with the Sand there, stuff like that and stuff. And they said we need to protect him there. We can't let him die because technically the alliance with the Leaf and the Sand there should have been sour if Gar dies, but technically the Sand doesn't really want him to. They didn't want them to come over and shit to try to help Gar there. Mostly we've seen in the next part there, where technically Gara and Fu were technically their Telbeasts were getting distracted. Gara, Chikaku was getting distracted out of Gara. Seven Tails was getting distracted out of Fu there. So Fu thought it'd be a great idea to do her chakra there and make a cocoon there. She makes the cocoon there and stuff like that, but did like hold off the chakra for the time being there, and it did stop the flow of chakra there and stuff like that. And they're like, oh wait, we can't do this there and stuff like that. Technically, we see Neji. We see Neji, Rock Lee, or Neji, Lee, and Tintin there tried to get over to where technically Gar was at there. Technically, they get jumped by the waterfall ninja there. They're trying to figure out where their teammate went, or where Fu went there, and mostly they told the guy they're mostly distracting them. So they set up a plan there. Rock Lee, the Sand Ninja, Guinea, and the two Waterfall Ninja were attacking the guy who was technically using the little tar thing, and then Tenten and Neji were the thin team there. Mostly technically Neji cuts the cocoon there, and he was actually saying something about the chakra network, and he's like, oh yeah, he's like, mostly he was saying something about like he actually sees it there, saying something about, it's like, well, something about chakra there. I'm like, oh yeah, this is Toby's chakra there, stuff like that. And he's like, it doesn't matter, chakra's chakra and stuff. So technically Neji was trying to hit Gara with the thing, it shocks him, and he's like, oh man, he's like, crap. And Neji was actually saying, he's like, well, crap, there. He's like, the Telpi's chakra is more powerful than the regular chakra there. So he's like, well, and stuff like that. So freaking, he's like, I can try to do this there. So he does another thing. It actually mostly penetrates the Telbeast chakra there. So most of the Telbeast chakra got penetrated. So the chain went back to normal for both of them against both of it. And the chains couldn't find him there, and they wrapped up the guy who mostly tries to attack him and stuff. And he's like, what? And then he's like, crap. He's like, the chains are only designed for trying to find Toby's chakra. So I only have he only has like half it because he stole it, and then he gets wrapped up by the chains. He goes down, and then Garv says spare his life, and mostly he did that stuff there, releasing the thing and stuff like that, and mostly it freed up the chakra things there, and also he threw, and then the end of the episode there, technically, Fu was actually saying to Neji there, saying, we're gonna be friends there and stuff like that. So, and he's like, oh, all right, and stuff. That's that's where the episode ends. So, yep, that was Naruto Shippuden, and that's pretty much it. We had 2 episodes made of this. That was a rerun. So, yep. Comment, rate, response, and subscribers. We like love you. Subscribe. Hit that notification to see uploads. Response and subscribers. We like Target out. Peace.